Well, hello everyone. This is Mike Fields. Welcome to this little training vignette for Orion Website Basics. Today we're going to get into some of the content section of Orion and some of the reports. So let's get started. We shouldn't be here terribly long. So from anywhere in the Orion website, you can click on the Content tab. The Content tab has a lot there for you. Obviously, you can click on news items. You can get news items for your company, your group, whatever. You can click on the helpful links. The helpful links is something that your company hopefully has populated for you. And these are just your company can create any category they want and put any links in here that they want. This would be what we do. The way we use this is we'll once a month gather everybody together in the training room, have everybody have their laptops in, bring in some pizzas and some adult beverages maybe, and go around the room with everybody and say, okay, what are the websites that you all are using as resources? What are you using for aerials? What are you using for tax information? What are you using for this or for that or whatever? Go around the room and collect the favorites, if you will, of everybody, and then we put them into the helpful links section of Orion for our company so that, you know, the idea is that a rising tide floats all boats, and we don't want somebody to know about some great resource, some great web-based resource, and no one else in the company knows about it. So everybody's real open and great about that. I'm logged in as me, so we're looking at our helpful links. And you can see here we have a section for aerials and mapping, background information on people and companies. And these are just, you know, URL, and you can click on it, and it'll take you right to that. You don't have to have your computer with you. You don't have to have your favorites. You don't have to remember. But you can click, here's broker research pages for our area, continuous learning things, economic development councils in the Tampa Bay area, financial. And we've created these categories. But you guys, your company has the flexibility to create whatever you want for your company. And do whatever you want there. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that. Make sure that you're using it. If your company isn't at this point, you know, get with your company administrator, your owner, broker, manager, and maybe take a leadership role in suggesting that you get together as a group and organize that. What we really want to talk about today, though, is the report section. There's an awful lot in Orion that's very valuable, but none of it is of any value if you're not using it. So let's talk about some of these reports. Now, the report section is pretty robust, and there are a lot of things in here that the owner, broker, manager, the company administrator can do that you, as a salesperson, may not be able to do, but you can do everything at least for yourself. You can't see report information in the sales process on other people, but you can see it for yourself. So let's start on the user reports. So anybody should be able to go into Orion, click on the Contents tab, click on the Report section, and then either click on the users here or here. When you click on a user report, then you have several options. You can say, I want to look at all the users, and in Orion there are three tiers of users. You don't need to know what those are necessarily right now, just leave them all highlighted. You can say, I want to look at the users for any company, or you can pick a company that's in Orion, however you want to do it. We're going to leave it here as, let's say that the reason I'm doing this report is I just listed a $5.5 million suburban Class B office building that is well leased and I think is a good opportunity for an office investment type sale, and I want to let the folks in the Prudential network of companies throughout the U.S. and Canada know about that. So what I'd like to do is find a list of all the sales professionals in the network that specialize in office and investment properties, let's say. So I'll say, you know, any company. I don't want to show inactive companies because they're inactive. Any branch, any specialty, no. Let's say I want to just say office users, or maybe I would say investments. In this case, I'm going to say office users, any permission group. I don't want to deal with the branch administrators and the company administrators. I only want to deal with sales professionals. So as soon as I click that, you'll see that it's changed, and these are my results. So you can see all these people are sales professionals that specialize in office properties in the Prudential system. I can click on CVS here, export it to an Excel spreadsheet, and it'll give me the data. And then I can format that any way that I want. Before we logged on, I did that and I formatted it. So you can see I have the names in alphabetical order by last name. Here's the name of the company, the branch they're with, what they specialize in, what their second specialty is. Here's their email address. Here's their status. They're active in the system and their permission group. So it's a simple thing for me to do. And again, this is a picture. This isn't the actual Excel spreadsheet. But if it were an Excel spreadsheet, I could highlight the email addresses, copy them over into Constant Contact or whatever I'm using, and send out my email about my exciting new listing. This is a very short list, actually. What we're looking at here is just a list of the people in one of our branches of our company. But you get an idea how you can use that. So you could, you say, I just want to let the people in my company know about this. So let's say you're Prudential Commercial Real Estate Tampa Bay. And so those are the people who specialize in office. Let's say I said any specialty. So there's all of those people. I could say I only want the Tampa branch. So there, all of a sudden, things start to change. I can get any permission group, whatever. So the user reports are real helpful for a lot of reasons. For the sales professional, they're a great tool for that. Now, don't go in here and do this. Don't go any company, any office, any permission group, and you can see there's just thousands and thousands of people in here. Export that to a CVS or to an Excel spreadsheet. Copy all those email addresses and then spam out 10,000 emails, because that's not the purpose of it. Most of those people aren't going to be interested in your listing necessarily because they don't specialize in that kind of property. So use this for targeted marketing, which is really the core of what commercial and investment real estate is anyway. So those are the user reports. Login reports, not so important to you. Listing reports. Anybody can log in here and do a listing report. So I'm looked in at any company, any office, any specialty. So this report, as it is here, is going to give me all the listings that are in the Orion system. That's not really of any great value to me until I refine it. So I can say, well, just give me, for example, I could say, let's say, this company, Tampa Bay, any office. I just want the listings of Michael Fields. So now I've got just my listings, and again, I don't really actively list and sell properties. So they're just demo properties in here. But if this were my inventory of listings, I could export this to CVS. I could have a listing report, and I did that before we came on. And I could use this as the basis for a merge to a Word document for a newsletter, a monthly listing thing. A spreadsheet to give to the receptionist for call-ins so that the receptionist could find listings and who it was, whose listing it was, or whatever. All kinds of ways to use that and do that. So each sales professional, you can search out your listings that way. That's one way to do that. For the company, obviously, if I didn't refine this to a simple certain agent, then this would give me all of the listings of this company. And then I could export them to Excel and separate them by property type, do whatever I want. I can even say listed from a certain date to a certain date if I wanted. So that's another real valuable tool that's in there if you're using Orion, if you have your properties in there. The next report that I'll show you is what we call a pipeline report. Real valuable tool for the owner, broker, manager. And a valuable tool for you, too, as a sales professional. Now, I have some administrative rights, so I see some different things. You won't have the option to see other companies and things. You won't have the option to see other people. You'll only see your own production. But, for example, I'm looking here, and so I have Prudential Commercial Real Estate Tampa Bay, any office for the month of February. So it's going to give me, all the agents and their production. And as an example, I can export that to Excel again, and we've zero out all of the numbers here so that there's no breach of confidentiality because this is dealing with actual sales performance. But you can see what it gave me was the name of the sales associate, and then the number of transactions and the dollar volume of those transactions. So this first set of columns deals with closings during the month of February. So they, 0 closings for $0, 0 leases for $0 volume, and then the GCI total associated with these closings. Then the next are deals that are under contract. So these are deals that closed in the last month. These are deals under contract. These first two columns are deals that are through due diligence and going towards closing. The number of deals, the dollar volume of those deals, and the GCI, the gross company dollar, of deals that are through due diligence and go into closing, money's at risk, and then the deals that are under contract but still have some contingency. Same thing, number of deals, dollar volume, and GCI. Then the next two columns here deal with new listings over the last 30 days. What have I done to increase my inventory of new assignments? Same thing, for sale assignments, number and dollar volume, lease assignments, number and dollar volume, and then all my active listings, not just the ones that I knew for the last month, but all of them. Again, for sale, dollar volumes, total number and dollar volume, and for lease, total number and dollar volume. And then each of these is totaled for the area that I did. So if I'm a sales professional, I go in, I'm not going to get everybody else. I'm just going to get me. And the totals will be my totals. But if you're the owner, broker, manager, you can go in and do a branch, you can do a specialty group, you can do whatever you want to do, the whole company, and you can get a very valuable report to go into monthly performance reviews or sales meetings with. You don't have to call the accounting department, do anything. Just go into Orion and do the pipeline report for the time you want, and it'll give you, the number of closings the last month, deals under contract, new listings the last month, total inventory, so you can kind of have a real good snapshot of where your company's at. Real good stuff. So those are the, valuable, I think, reports. Those are the reports that, our company uses all the time. The active companies report you won't see. The logins report you guys won't see either, but the user report, the listings report, and the pipeline report are good, solid information for everybody to use. So hopefully that's some value to you there, that you'll take advantage of that it'll help you see where your production is. If you're an owner, broker, manager, it'll help you have better sales meetings, have better performance reviews, not have to wait for some accountant to go ahead and give you the reports and the things that you need, and you can have them right at your fingertips anytime you want.